Hello, hello.
Yeah. So you're from Australia?
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah.
There's some
I
disconnection
can hear.
happening here. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Okay.
this is Amir. I'm a homeopath in Central Australia, Alice Springs. First of
Okay,
all, I
welcome,
would
sir.
like to thank you guys to organize this. Thank you to organize this forum. It's actually, I've been listening constantly since yesterday, off and on. It's been great to see so many amazing homeopaths coming through the forum and expressing their views, as well as the patients sharing their cases. So that's amazing. Credit goes to the team, and I highly appreciate your work in organizing the forum at this stage. Thank you. Hello.
Yes. Yes, sir. Who is coordinating there? I will unmute them. Also, they can
Sure,
talk.
sure.
Can
No
give the
worries,
name.
no worries.
Yeah, I will.
Sure. So, yeah, so yes, I spoke to Dr. Shaji yesterday, so that was very good of him to spare some time. Yeah, I had one of my patients available. I apologize to him because I've been away out of town for a couple of weeks, so that's why I haven't been able to organize. I actually got back yesterday and
Sir,
flat out
Liz
with
is
things.
here.
Liz is here. Yeah. Okay.
Sir,
Maybe.
Liz is here.
Yeah. I'll pass it on to Liz. Thank you. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Hey, Liz. Please. Yeah, you can go on. Thank you.
Okay. I've unmuted. Were you wanting to ask me any questions? You said something.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't hear anybody.
I can hear
Yes,
you.
sir. Anybody want to ask any questions? You can hand raise. We will unmute you.
Hello, doctor. How are you? How is your practice in Australia? Homeopathy, the hope and your practice, the day-to-day practice in the government attitude towards you and the people, the patient's attitude towards you. We have to know, we want to know how is it going there.
Yeah, in Australia, it's actually homeopathy is well known to people because majority of the Australian public would actually prefer to use natural treatments, um, um, and that has been since I think the beginning. Australians are very close to nature. They're very I think in terms of diet, in terms of medicines, they'll prefer something natural first in case if they have to deal with some sort of medical issue. And if the things gets out of the hand, definitely everybody contacts the hospital. So homeopathy is growing in Australia at this stage. It's already, there have been institute who has been teaching bachelor degrees of homeopathy. I actually came to study homeopathy from Australian College of Natural Medicine, so that's why I got into. That's how I got into Australian homeopathy as well. So the
He was muted. He's muted.
Ma'am, you are unmuted. You can talk.
Yeah, okay.
So, birds, sir,
Did you
are
not
asking,
hear anything I said before?
Yeah.
Was I not being able to? Okay, all right, cool. Okay, so, right. So this is Amir from Central Australia, from Holistic Homeopathy Clinics, Australia. The question was, what was the attitude towards homeopathy of the public, as well as how I see public here in terms of homeopathy. So my answer will be, Australians are very natural people. They prefer natural things on a large scale. So this makes naturopathy, homeopathy famous among people. Yes, there are many areas where homeopathy is not very famous or not known well. But in general, Australians are very well aware of homeopathic treatment. So there have been very famous homeopaths around Australia in different cities. So they have been working for the development or professional development of homeopathy for years. And that has actually given a very good name to homeopathy. So patients' attitude towards homeopathy is very positive. And I meet patients daily basis who are very grateful for the treatments they have received through us or through any other homeopath. So it's going really good. Yeah, it's very good. I even have one of my friend as well as a patient, Liz, on the line as well to express her views, what she thinks about homeopathy or what has happened in her life with the help of homeopathy. So I think I'll pass it on to her, and any questions, I'll be available. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Liz.
Hi. So I have seen, I would prefer to go to natural practitioners than Western medicine, and have done so my whole life. I think that different bodies, different people resonate with different types of healing. And I have always found homeopathy to be something I've resonated with very deeply, and I've found, helpful over the years. I first saw Amir last year after a acute episode. I had a carbuncle, a very shocking thing, which ended up having to have surgery. And so I went to him really to assist. Sorry, have I been talking with that muted the whole time? Sorry, my phone is meant to be on silent. Could you hear me with what I was saying before?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, only a few seconds you were muted.
Okay. Right. So yes, I had that first episode when I went to see Amir for support post-surgical, and I guess there's no way of evidencing what he did assisted, except all I can say is that the wound healing, corresponded with starting treatments with him. The wound healing greatly improved, and my general sense of health. I have had 3 instances which I think can be directly evidence to what Amir treated me for. Once I contacted him because I suddenly got this full-blown cold very quickly, and I had a heap of work on and didn't want to get sick, and I rang and asked if I could get something from him, and I got it late afternoon, and by the next morning I was clear enough to go swimming, and by the following afternoon, say 24 hours later, the cold had completely disappeared. and there was no other support or medication I was having. Another instance is I was recently hospitalized with an acute gallbladder inflammation, which turned out had also been long-term chronic that I'd had no presenting symptoms of. And they were about to do surgery and discovered that I had a blocked bile duct. And in Alice Springs, there was not Alice Springs Hospital, where I'd been for a week. They didn't have the capacity to remove the stone, so I had to be evacuated to a hospital 1,500 miles away. My liver function tests, which I believe were meant to be below 9 or below 7, I can't remember, 7 or 9, at the time they decided to evacuate me, was 78. The doctors were getting very concerned, and they were just hoping that it could be dealt with once I was evacuated as quickly as possible. Amir came to visit me in hospital and gave me a medicine, and I'm sorry I don't know the name. If you'd like to know that sort of information, Amir, I'm sure could tell you, and which I took constantly for 24 hours in a drink bottle. And my blood results before they evacuated me, I think the liver function test, maybe it was at 78 was the highest it got to. So I went on a 2-hour domestic flight, got into the new hospital. They took a whole lot of bloods about an hour after I'd been in there, and the blood results came back and my liver function test had greatly dropped down to, I think it was 38. And they assumed from that, well, they knew from that the stone had actually passed itself, which again, can't prove, and it wasn't something I could discuss with the doctors. But I have no doubt that it was that medicine. And Amir had said to me, ideally it would, 24 hours would be a really good time for it. Yes, well, there was something else I was going to discuss. What I love about homeopathy is the holistic nature of it, and that it deals with, often it's body, mind, soul, but I think also emotions can't be underestimated in everyone's wellness or illness. And after I'd had, I think it was 3 weeks in hospital and this major surgery recently, I came home, and it was a long recuperation period. And there had been a lot of time for existential thinking all that time in hospital. And I sort of dived into a deep pit of grief, which then suddenly became quite depressant-like. And again, I contacted Amir and asked if there was anything he could do to help me. And he gave me some medicines and a sort of intensive regime for 4 hours and then through the night. And the next day when I woke, I was still in my grief, which I was happy to be, because I think going through dealing with emotions is a very important thing. But what had lifted was the closeting sort of depression and sense of despair that was really stopping me process the grief. And so that was, absolutely acute, and I've never known such a shift on something so important and deep before with the emotional stuff. And what it did leave me with was all of my grief, which I was very open and willing to go into and explore, and it was very easy to explore because those other aspects have been removed. Yeah. Are there other questions?
So thank you very much. Dr. Sadri, thank you very much for organizing this. Future events, please keep us in the loop.
I can't hear. Amir, I can't hear anything you're saying.
Right. Hello.
I can't hear anything you're saying, Amir. It's just a noise.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
I can only hear a whole lot of background noise, fuzzy noise. Amir, can you hear me?
Can't hear. Amir, please unmute. Can't hear. Please unmute Amir. Please unmute Dr. Amir. I think you can do by yourself.
Right.
Sir, already unmuted?
Dr. Amir.
Amir is muted.
Okay, okay, 1 minute, sir.
What is going on?
Yeah, sir, you can unmute from
Thank
your
you.
side.
Yes, now
Yeah, and I wasn't working. I tried.
No problem, Amir,
that better
sir.
now?
I will make you co-host. You can unmute from your side anytime.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Sorry.
proceed.
I don't know where I left. So anyways, yeah, we will participate in the future events anytime you guys are organizing. Please keep us in the loop, and we'll do anything possible for the development of homeopathy at the Australia level, as well as wherever we have our approaches. Definitely, we participate through from our side. Yeah. So, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, any questions, please? I'm very happy to answer.
Anybody wants to ask any questions? You can hand raise. We will unmute from here.
Did line, please
Yes, sir.
unmute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sound is coming from. Yeah, but sir, you can unmute from your side.
I asked already. I have asked some questions and he answered me, and nothing more.
So while we're waiting for someone to appear and ask something, yeah, I would like to say again, I don't know if you guys heard me before. Thank you very much for organizing this forum. We need these kind of things for the professional development of homeopathy. And in Australia, I am the vice president of Australian Association of Professional Homeopaths, and I'm the board member of Australian Register of Homeopaths. So on our end, we really appreciate your efforts to organize this. We would like to participate in future events. So please keep us informed and we will try to do our best.
not clear, Dr. Amir. Your noise is not clear.
Did you guys not hear me at all?
Yeah, some disturbance is coming, sir. You can use the
Mhm.
mic.
Uh, is it better now?
Yeah, it's very clear now.
It's clear now.
Okay, cool. Right. I hope you guys can hear me now.
Yes, sir, you are audible
Can
now.
you guys?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was appreciating the event you guys organized, the International Forum for the Awareness and Promotion of Homeopathy. So I said we would participate from our end at any level. I mentioned Australian Association of Professional Homeopaths. So I am a responsible person for that organization. So we will try our best to participate with you guys with any events you guys organize in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dr. Jose, you can add something.
Thank you so much, sir.
No worries.
How
Thank
about
you
you,
very
Joseph,
much.
sir?
Pleasure to be here. Thank you, Liz, for being available. And thank you all the doctors and the forum again for organizing this. Lovely to see you all. And I've been hearing different people since yesterday, time to time. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. It's been a very good learning.
Yeah, today till 8:30, 9:30 in the closing ceremony. You can continue with us anytime.
Sure. Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah.